Happy birthday to you.
Memory Hole is an equally bizarre and disturbing YouTube channel that showcases hundreds of home VHS tapes. From videos of people destroying snowmen, singing silly little songs, and putting shades on their dogs, to unnerving animations, shaving cream torture, and even a potential corpse. With this strange channel akin to a box of chocolates, you never really know what you're gonna get. But this is exactly why it has intrigued me more than anything I've seen as of late. The elements of mystery, horror, and nostalgia all poured into one odd concoction. Not to mention, coming off the last video, which is about Jack Stauber and a overall theme of VHS horror, and the fact that this channel has returned a couple weeks prior to me writing this script after a 3-year-long hiatus, exploring the peculiar world of Memory Hole felt like a very natural next step to take. So in today's video, we're going to take a crack at understanding the who's, what's, and why's of this strange YouTube channel, all the while piecing together the many mysteries that lie within the Memory Hole. To get a better understanding of this channel, I feel like first we should understand exactly what a memory hole is. Webster's dictionary defines a memory hole as the condition or state of being suppressed, erased, or forgotten, imagined as a physical place. This term was popularized by George Orwell's 1949 novel 1984. For those who still haven't read it yet, the book is about a dystopian society ruled by an omnipresent political party by the name of Big Brother. Big Brother is said to be constantly monitoring everyone down to their slightest rebellious thoughts. And even if these people just so happen to think or say something that would go against Big Brother's hive mind-like vision for the world, then he'll have them swiftly dealt with by the thought police. Within the novel, the memory hole was a physical chute that would lead to an incinerator used to destroy anything needed for population control. Sensitive papers such as historical documents that may have laws and policies that have long been overthrown were tossed into the memory hole to be forgotten forever. Now when you take a look at the content of this channel, it makes a bit more sense, with it being almost like a graveyard of memories where videos of the past go to die. But something else that acts as a cherry on top is where you find out where these videos actually come from. In a 2014 Vice interview with one of the editors of the channel named Commodore Gilgamesh, which I know it's quite a mouthful, so I'll be referring to him as Gilgamesh throughout the video, he was asked who gave them access to the archive of footage lost to the past. He responded, "They're the folks who run the longest running primetime television program in history, I think. I can't say their names directly, but you can infer it based on the information I give you. Everyone who lives in the country and has watched television in the last 30 years knows who has every single home video that is at all noteworthy." From the details given, it is quite obvious what show he is talking about, but if you're still scratching your head, the only funny old VHS home video TV show that has gained success over the last 30 years or so is of course America's Funniest Home Videos, also known as AFV. This show displays hundreds of silly home videos that are significantly less disturbing, and I think this completes any doubt of why this channel is named what it is. Videos that were suppressed, forgotten, and not even aired on the show, for obvious reasons as you'll see shortly, have taken solace within the time-warping pocket dimension that is the memory hole. Something else that is shrouded in mystery when regarding to the channel are the creators. As of when this video is made, nearly all their social media accounts no longer exist under the memory hole alias. What we do know is that the creators of this channel also created a web series by the name of Everything is Terrible, which is very similar to the memory hole. Everything is Terrible is about completely random bizarre videos, but not so much old home VHS tapes and more just odd adverts and TV show clips. Everything is Terrible seemed like a precursor to Memory Hole, with it being a little more abstract and harder to digest than the channel we are currently talking about today. Memory Hole is more heavily edited and usually longer than a minute in some cases. At least from what I can tell, little is known about these creators, but as confirmed in the aforementioned Vice interview, there are multiple creators and editors on this project. But now to get into some of the videos. I want to take a look at some of the more well-known Memory Hole videos as well as the lesser-known gems buried deep in the channel. Many of them don't need or have explanations, which are many of the clips I'll play throughout the video, starting with one of my first interactions of this channel, Clown Town. The video is just a string of clips where clowns are terrorizing people via scaring them or accidentally hurting them in succession to a fast-paced song. It describes this channel kind of perfectly because these odd compilations are the majority of it. To just name some more of these compilation type videos, we have Precious Sacrifice, which is a compilation of the destruction of snow people, Halloween Forever and Ever, which is a compilation of Halloween related videos, and the video is simply titled Guns, in which I'm guessing you can figure out what this montage shows. Another category of videos on this channel are one-shot, where it's mainly one clip of something often more strange than the montagey ones. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Fluffer video is one that comes to mind immediately, and one of the most iconic on the channel.
These are the Ninja Turtles. She doesn't wear no girdle. He hasn't got a big muscle.
You really can't make this up. Another being Yuck Yuck, where an old man does this into the camera for a minute. A commenter described the feeling you get from a lot of these videos pretty well in my opinion. This commenter under the Yuck Yuck video comments says, "A lot of these videos give me the vibe of being stuck at a family party as a kid, late at night when all the adults are drunk and going absolutely feral, and you're kind of terrified." Quite a bit of the one-shot type videos are mainly adults being as weird as humanly possible, and in my personal opinion, there's something kind of funny about these videos of people who had no idea that thousands of people would watch. Not on AFV, but on YouTube. Parts of the channel such as the memory hole title being shown at the end and the way it is cut reminds me a bit of what Adult Swim felt like as a kid. A strange place where programs felt amateurish and crude. They felt personal, like we shouldn't be watching them. Like taking a peek in a diary, having no clue as to how intimate and unfiltered your findings will be. The whole concept is just plain fun. Up to this point, most of the videos have been quite tame and comical in nature, but some of the uploads on Memory Hole produce so many questions to answers we will likely never have. Like two of the videos I touched upon earlier, Shaving Cream Torture and Is She Sleeping? Shaving Cream Torture is as simple as it is terrifying. The video opens with a man staring deeply into a camera with a gaping black hole for a mouth and completely covered in shaving cream. The camera zooms into his face as what looks like sheer panic is burned into his eyes, and sheer terror in ours. Videos like these are ones that remind me of the weird side of YouTube. A strange short video that usually has a shot like this that sticks with you forever and nothing even resembling an explanation can be found. Then of course we have the infamous Is She Sleeping? This video shows an old lady sleeping as someone records confused if she's alive. From what some of the commenters say, her eye twitches, meaning she is just sleeping, but it isn't necessarily an indicator of being alive since you can still twitch after being not alive. Judging by the comments, I'm just gonna say she's alive, but by the time the video hit YouTube, I can't be too sure about that if she's still kicking. Regardless, it's still an unsettling video. Another video type I found horrifying is whenever any kind of puppet is involved. Turkey Daddy is Jack Stauber levels of creepy. The video seems to show a fleshy pig head that has been puppeteered to speak, and at least when I first saw the video, it paralyzed me with fear for a moment. The Hellspawn creation made me question if there has ever been something so disturbing or horrifying that it didn't make the cut even to the Memory Hole channel. Other videos such as the Infinity Ritual, where it shows a man placing people in a box, bring up the same question. The video appears to be a skit possibly, but the audio that is paired with it sounds like the stuff of nightmares. And I ask again, has there ever been anything too dark or disturbing for the channel? Luckily for me, the Vice interview from before tackles this exact question. When Gilgamesh is asked if there has been anything too far for this channel to release, he responds with, "In this collection, not yet, no. I've been talking to them and trying to figure out if they had any snuff films or anything like that, or anything sent to them that they have had to turn over to the cops, but I haven't had any specific stories of that. So it's been through a lot of channels. I think the really fucked up shit would never make it to us." Shortly after this, Gilgamesh adds on a point that summarizes everything that this account represents. "It's weird, even the stuff that they have aired. If you remove the zany voiceover and the dorky music and the laugh track and everything, it's horrifying. Our home life is dirty and weird and funny and terrifying." At the end of the day, Memory Hole is nothing but a fun channel. Looking past the occasional disturbing imagery and the freaky montages, this channel documents people at their most comfortable. A camera is absolutely nothing like someone watching you, let alone an audience watching you. A camera has eyes but cannot see, and this detail as someone who makes videos I find empowering. Nearly all people are bashful at first when it comes to being their true goofy selves, and I think that is a damn shame. But it's part of our nature. We aren't meant to be as naive and outgoing as children because we have been too beaten down by the world. But within the Memory Hole, there is no such thing as too weird. This channel doesn't have an explanation and doesn't deserve any, as the randomness is part of the experience. You won't find a secret motive that creators hid like an ARG because there is none. Even Gilgamesh, when being asked if he had any other comments about the interview, he states, "I don't really have much else to say about the Memory Hole because I don't really understand it." Memory Hole is a completely pointless rabbit hole that displays people being their true, strange selves in every definition of the word. Whether it be dog weddings, Chin singing ballads, or videos of Santa Claus dancing. Memory hole is a void for the abstract and a home for all of our weird little worlds.